article is about unbelievable honor. Filipina killed in Israel refused to abandon elderly patient. The article is from ABS-CBN News that is posted last October 12, 2023. The article reports on the tragic death of a Filipino nurse, Angeline Aguirre, during the conflict between Israel and the militant group Hamas. Despite the opportunity to escape the violence, she chose to stay with her elderly patient, Nera, on Kibbutz Kfar Gaza, displaying immense humanity and loyalty. Deputy Mayor of Jerusalem, Ber Hassan Nahum, praised the contribution of the Filipino community in Israel, particularly their care for the elderly and special needs children. She acknowledged the challenges of rescuing Hamas hostage and the extended duration of the conflict, expressing concern about the human cost. The article notes that at least 2 Filipinos were among those killed in the ongoing war, which was triggered by a surprise attack by Hamas, leading to Israel airstrikes and blockade of Gaza. It also highlights the displacement of thousands of people in Gaza and calls for a humanitarian corridor by the European Union.
The Capimillion Network earned an ultimate seal of consumer approval after survey participants, composed of Reader Digest Asia subscribers together with randomly selected consumers, gave ABS-CBN high ratings based on the qualitative criteria of trustworthiness and credibility, quality, value, understanding of customer needs, innovative, and social responsibility. ABS-CBN News has been a trusted source of news for many Filipinos. It has a team of experienced journalists and reporters who cover a wide range of local and international news. ABS-CBN News and its journalists have received numerous awards and recognition for their reporting, both locally and internationally. This includes accolades from organizations such as the KBP Golden Dove Awards and the Asian Television Awards. Like any news organization, ABS-CBN News has faced its shares of controversies and criticism, but it continues to maintain a substantial level of public trust among its viewers and readers.
Facts and data presents specific details about Angeli Aguirre, a Filipino nurse who refused to abandon her elderly patient during the conflict. Include names, location, and emotional quotes from Deputy Mayor of Jerusalem, Ber Hassan Nahum.
The article also mentions the number of Filipinos in Israel and the Hamas-ruled Gaza, indicating data-based reporting. While the article portrays Angeline Aguirre's actions as a testament to humanity and loyalty, the potential biases is to recognize that it may have a pro-Filipino and pro-Israel bias. The emotional quotes from Deputy Mayor Hassan Nahum reflect a positive sentiment toward the Filipino community in Israel, which might introduce a bias. Additionally, the article discusses the conflict in terms of Israel's perspective without representing the Palestinian side, which could be seen as a bias of omission. The article does not provide a comprehensive view of the conflict. It mainly focuses on the experience of the Filipino nurse and the Israeli response. It lacks information from the Palestinian perspective, the political context of the conflict, and the reasons behind the Hamas attack. This omission may impact the overall context and understanding of the situation.
The article humanizes the conflict by focusing on the selfless action of Angeline Aguirre, highlighting her humanity and loyalty.
The portrayal can evoke empathy and support for those affected by the conflict, potentially leading to increased humanitarian efforts or calls for peace. The deputy mayor's comments emphasize the positive contribution of Filipinos in Israel, particularly in caregiving, can foster a more positive image of the Filipino community in Israel, potentially leading to increased appreciation and support for their work. The article mentions that at least 2 Filipinos were among those killed in the conflict, which underscores the human cost of the conflict. It can generate sympathy for innocent civilians caught in the crossfire and potentially lead to call for greater protection of civilians during conflict. The article mentions call for a humanitarian corridor by the European Union to allow civilians to flee Gaza. This can potentially influence actions taken by international organizations and governments to address the humanitarian aspect of the conflict. This article highlights the story of a Filipino nurse, Angeline Aguirre, who displayed incredible bravery by staying with her elderly patient during the conflict between Israel and Hamas, ultimately losing her life. Features emotional statement from Deputy Mayors of Jerusalem, Lord Hassan Mahmoud, underscoring the contribution of Filipinos in Israel and the challenges of the ongoing conflict. The article primarily presents the Israel perspective, focusing on their efforts to prevent innocent casualties and the difficulties in rescuing hostage. To form a well-rounded view of critical thinking and media literacy are vital. Media literacy empowers individuals to navigate the information landscape more effectively, enabling them to make informed and well-rounded judgments about the issue and events they encounter in the media.